We join the action in the 6th leg, and it's a closely fought contest so far. Despite an early maximum from Taylor in leg 1, it's pretty much neck and neck. Over to our commentators, Dave Lanning and Sid Waddell.
127. Who requires 16.
Vital. Yesterday bounced one in half an inch off the line. Did it again! I don't believe me, Geordie! Again!
Row first. Game on.
Watch his dart.
Well, it has to be said that we probably got a better angle of the shot from our camera than Barneveld could see of the double himself. It was almost an instinctive throw from Raymond van Barneveld.
Brilliant shot by Taylor, another brilliant shot by Taylor. This is jangling with the imaginative guts of two senior commentators. This is real. Proper darts, mate, proper darts. Sloppy shot that, should have been in the green.
Yes, that was just a little bit untidy from Van Barneveld, playing with the confidence of a man who's already short of £55,000 for his week works, 50,000 at least for being runner-up here, and of course that 5,000 bonus for the 9-darter.
100.
Correction, if Taylor gets one in this, Barney's fees halved on the 9-darter, and don't think Philip won't be trying for the monetary reason. Barney on fire. First 180, just when needed. Problem is on a bogey.
Well, it inevitably has landed him on a bogey number, so if Taylor can hit back, well, he needs 140. And 140 will only leave 180, of course.
140.
So Barneveld knows he has 6 darts. It's really nip and tuck.
And there's the Harrington phrase. A nice layup. 17.
97.
Right then, Taylor will try to leave tops. Tricky to go lateral right. It's a nice understacker lie.
100.
Made a mess of it.
Raymond requires 66.
Hey! They are in the house.
Now Barneveld on 66. Now double 18 loves it over here. Double 9 might not be quite as comfortable. Oh,
48.
The dart swung in the last inch.
Who you require 80.
The dart was swinging late. Might be nice at Lords, but not here. Flat 20. A vital dart this. Against the throw. There's a clear path to tops.
oh yes. And that is the first break of throw for Philip Taylor. And as you rightly pointed out, Sid, that dart. It's a very important one and might be a critical one even this early when we get to the final analysis.
Game on.
He's saying, I think,
Ladies and gentlemen, please do not whistle while the players are throwing.
that is very fair. Taylor saying somebody did a verbal as Barney was poised, pointing out that that's not fair on his opponent. But I know what he's going to try and do now. He's going to try and do a 9-darter. It was done at a time like this against Mason in 02 when the match was pivoted.
And Philip Taylor in the lead for the first time in this final. And will certainly now, assuredly, go right for the jugular.
They know it too. Uncanny. He was trying to get a leg lead then on
60.
Mason. He's after the 9-darter here. I promise you. I promise you. Unlucky.
Sardonic smile
99.
just creased across Taylor's face momentarily. He was thinking of a 9-darter. As you rightly said, it was about this stage of his match against Chris Mason that he did it in 2002. Optimism abounds in the audience, and Barneveld certainly making quite a fist of this match, but now Taylor is beginning to unsheath his rapier and his cutlass and starting to swing
94.
some cutting blows.
I think he's trying pretty hard. No doubt at all about it. Top tungsten. He's shaking his head a little bit, Barney.
Oh, look at that, Sid. Those darts, both the darts for the treble 19, right on the wire. The millimetres that sort out the mugs from the men. Now then, chances for Taylor.
Treble 17 was required. 18's handy.
95.
13 darter set up. Barney needs to leave himself a little 3 darter and hope. And
100.
hope. Here we go then.
Will you require 32?
For the first big gap, green bit has to go an inch northwest. Red bit.
Game
So
charge.
that's a two-leg cushion for Phil Taylor. And already it's early in the match, but Raymond van Barneveld knows he can't afford to lose another leg here. Big leg early on for Barneveld.
140.
Handy stuff there. Well, Taylor's worked towards the 150 in the average here earlier this week, which is their record here.
100.
He had 4 115 averages at the UK Open in the last 2 years. And of course he had the 118 average as well at the UK Open. So
60.
And this has been a grinding performance from Taylor so far. And he's 2 up, but needs at least 100 here to stay in touch. Now then, the understacker said, not the easiest shot, is it? And that's why. Just took the deflection, taking it below the target.
100.
Still Taylor can find a gap to the left-hand side. Absolute pinpoint accuracy.
well, yeah, he improved the Boffin's darts. We have a look at Taylor's shot next time. See the size of Barney flights? Well,
140.
they're 300% bigger than these. The Boffin says have tiny flights. He shaved them down. One reason is he can get this through, just like that. And there's still room, because there's hardly any flight.
140.
Well, they're matching blow for blow here, but critically, it is Barneveld with the darts. Needs to hold on to this leg. Now then, treble 17. Treble 20, went for the ball last time, went again this time. He's left himself double 17. Now Phil Taylor, this 161 would be a killer.
This would be a hit in the solar plexus for Barney. Oh, just off the wire. And look at that.
123.
Recovery.
Now then, will Barneveld go for this? Or go for 2 and 60s. He went for double 17, and again the confidence is oozing out of Barneveld. Reduces the deficit, but he's still Taylor. That dart, so assured, so composed, but still Taylor throwing to extend his lead into the second break.
I'm exuding some expectation. They're living up to their reputation. What a standard! And that ninth order is hovering like talk of a plague. Then you see somebody with spots. The ninth order is in the air,
Now then, wants another treble, long way short, dropped. The drop short. Unlike Taylor, there are the averages. You can see he's edging ahead on average, and he's edging ahead in the scores.
Well, here's the measurer. Barney trails in Taylor's tons. Trails to 140s.
140.
4 180s though. But the big factor is the pushing 106.5 average. Because we know he's got 10 in the tank. 115 is Taylor's potential, if not better.
And what's most important, as Taylor goes for 86, Barneveld hasn't allowed him to break clear. Even this start takes him into a 2-leg advantage. Barneveld would still be very much in touch, and he certainly is now, but unable to finish. Taylor knows he'll be back for 16, and Barneveld will be wishing he had kept closer order.
Needs a treble to be breathing down his neck. Gets a treble. Can't see Taylor missing. This for 6-4. Middle of the bet. That's what's ominous for Barney.
Taylor is leading 8-7 after 15 legs. Let's rejoin the action with your commentators Dave Lanning and Sid Waddell.
Hey! Bob Marley says, and then we'll take it higher.
And that means now that Philip Taylor's got to hit this 105, or Barneveld could win his first leg against the throw.
What a match! What a match! Taylor, look at her wipe the grin off Barney's chops with this start! Green bed! Oh! You darling devil! Devilry!
And that throw and that double might in the final analysis be the pivotal point of this final, because Taylor looked like he was staring down the barrel of the gun as Barneveld had left himself beautifully placed, but Taylor responded with a 105 checkout, and he's still 2-up.
Well, Eric Bristow lent him some, or gave him some 24-gram darts. And then he beat Lazarenko. And Bristow 6-1 in the World Final. What did you start, Eric?
Well, you started something very, very special. 91. And that's a very special third dart for Barneveld, saving the situation. There were the averages, just 3 in it. And Taylor 2-up, tight, tense, and 96. Tangibly thrilling.
Philip looking to 18. Halfway there.
174.
The tungsten wrap. Hit the red bit. Hit the green. Hit him hard. Be real mean. Snoopy Dog Waddell.
137. Raymond, you require 96.
96 then for Barneveld. Double 18. Polished performance.
Taylor heading towards 107. Barney following 105. Magic tungsten.
So this marvellous final still remains balanced, absolutely on a razor's edge.
In the red bit again. 106.5 plus 104.5.
140.
This is magic.
Once again, spectacular sights in the crowd and spectacular sharpshooting on the stage. You can see there that Barneveld's still ahead on the tons and tons 40s, only on the 180s that Taylor is ahead. Beautifully balanced match.
Is it ever? Came to the PDC special Barry Earn press conference, February 06, and in the next 9.5 months did grievous bodily damage. Winning the World Final 7-6 against Taylor. That's what Barney did.
Taylor needed that treble 19, but the simple equation is Barneveld has got to take a leg against the throw. Taylor still has that one break in his favour.
Oh, brilliant! Fabulous! Unless, Dave Lanning, unless.
Well, he's under real pressure again, Phil Taylor. Now then. Oh, double 14. Now, what a shot this would be!
Double 14! Oh, he did it! 135! Some darters would throw their darts in, get a white flag, and start to wave it!
Well, what must Van Barneveld be thinking? Twice he thought he had Phil Taylor on the ropes in the 16th and the 18th leg. He was down at a finish. Taylor responded with a 105 checkout. Then that beautifully balanced 135 checkout. And when he was on the rope, Taylor typically, characteristically, produced a knockout punch.
Middle of the bed. He is incandescent. What is the melting point of people's larynxes? Because I'm getting near.
And that's really has hurt Van Barneveld. Taylor now was thinking about a 9-darter, but in the heat of this battle, and we're right in the middle of the hottest part of the warfare, it is Taylor who just has reattained ascendancy.
David Lanning has just used the Shakespearean double superlative, and rightly so, because this is super cali non-fragile ballistics. It's great.
58.
And suddenly Barneveld has a glimmer here. He had the throw here. Remember, can't afford to lose this. Needs a treble with some desperation. Well, he got a treble, not the one he was looking for.
Phil, you require 164.
Just don't fight. Oh, needed a little treble. Needed a little treble to get this going. But he'll be back because Barney can puncture his score.
100.
But he can't roll on it.
This has been an important, vitally important patch for Taylor. 2 big finishes, and it looks like he's on line for another break of darts.
96. Phil, you require 64.
Did you mean break of hearts? Like Dutch? Flat 16 and the green bits. For 11-8.
Barneveld's got to get this 143 to stay hanging on to his shirt tails. 143. Treble 21st. Treble 17. Ooh, would have left double 16. And Barneveld knows that could be costly. Very, very costly.
Here we go then.
107. Phil, you require 16.
Power to have a 3-leg lead hits.
Game shot.
And that means it's a double break for Taylor. Barneveld can but reflect on what might have been, but this is an important phase of play for the phenomenal Phil Taylor.
Who averaged 115 earlier this week, a tournament record. But I can't really gauge, I've seen a few matches, if he's got that extra 10 pops in him.
140.
Don't think we're going to see an end average of 113 from Taylor. But you never know with him. Tony hanging on, no 103, plays 106.
100.
Again, needed the 3rd dart to retrieve the situation, but Taylor is still open daylight on the scores. And the crowd just listen to that.
60.
Well, I'm assured that baby Custard's mum is amongst the choir.
125.
And Barneveld making a brave effort here. If he can just break back, he will retain hope. There will be optimism still, but Taylor is in a mean mood. A mean mood.
Now that's one of the great shots of this tournament. In the right-hand corner, Barney replying in kind. Oh! Le jeu est soit! As they say in the Marseille Super League.
Treble 17 would leave the ball.
For a 4-leg cushion pull.
96.
And once again, Barneveld knows, got to hit this 136. 2 treble 20s and double 8. That's the first part of the equation. That's the second part. Double 8, big dart.
Oh,
Yes, a double Dutch if ever there were, and a Dutch double from Barney, double 8, ending a 136 checkout. Absolutely crucial. We saw two brilliant checkouts from Taylor when he really needed a 105, 135, but that one from Barney, from his point of view, just kept him going nicely, in touch with the power.
Well, Barney got to this position.
140.
First break off the throw, advantage to Taylor. That might be the reason. There's no panicky look on that face.
100.
And it's about as much sweat as you'd see on Rodin's carving of the Mona Lisa.
Coming downstairs.
139.
And you know, the feature of this game, apart from the fact that it's a very, very high standard, is that there's only been 3 breaks of throw in the whole game so far. And it reminds me of the Peter Manley-Rod Harrington game back in '99, and it was the same there. They just kept holding each other's throw, their own throw, and it just went on and on and on. And feature a really good contest.
Well, they had to have electrolyte drinks, them two. They were sweating like a pair of giraffes coming up to a Mirage water hole. These two looking amazingly good, Nick John. It's quite warm in here, but no one here as warm as that one was. Bull.
So 17 for tops. And another break if he gets it. This will hurt Barney.
42.
But Barney now has got to take out another 3-figure score, Sid. He's got to. He's got to.
The red bid to 60. Middle of the diddle, ominous for Taylor. Across the board, 14 inches, green bit.
78.
Madness! Could be a fatal miss.
Only required 40.
Yes, it was a miss in the 7th leg that gave Taylor his first breaker throw. Crucial it was. Now a miss in the 21st. Taylor down an inch, you feel, and in she goes, across the bit, into the big bit of the double.
Down an inch and across another lateral perfect inch. That was sensational manoeuvre of the metal with infinitesimal precision. Try saying that with a gun boil. Infinite precision. Still a lie.
140.
Yes, the power of the Valiant. And Valiant, of course, spelt with an E because of the
59.
connection with Port Vale. So we'll let him off with the spelling there.
John Gwynn, Sporting Minutiae, this is your mastermind trophy. Loving it!
60.
Well, Phil Taylor started, but he didn't finish there, Sid. And that's been Barney's trouble, just twice. Started, but didn't finish when he was first to the double. And that's why it's 12-9 to Taylor, when in reality a fair score would be 11-10.
Try telling Taylor that. Here we go then. Sloppy dart, sloppity dop. Well, under stagger now. Both
60.
players on 50% double checkouts. That is really high quality. Brilliant, lovely, room for improvement. Anywhere he likes. Still a right-hand lie.
90.
Went for the cover. Number 18, the magic number. To make Taylor if he got there first. Match play champ 11 times. That's what he's looking for.
Yes, I mean, we've been coming here 17 years, so has Phil Taylor. And now looking for another maximum. That's his 8. And in all the years we've been coming, Sid, we've only seen him beaten half a dozen times. In all the games he's played on that stage since 1994. Of course, the most memorable was 8-1 by Peter Everson in '96. But 5 other players have beaten Taylor on this stage.
Yes. 2/16 coming in to make it look a bit like a parade.
Game
Middle of the middle.
22nd leg.
That's what Tomlin is. If he can get Cow Corner down there,
23rd leg.
that
is
if he
Raymond
gets
to
consistent
reverse.
down there. See, those flights are hardly any use. He's got to throw it perfect. Barney ain't doing so bad either, John.
Oh, unlucky there. He's banged in the 140s, 20. He's had 38 three-figure scores, 100 plus. He may be behind Taylor by 6 on the 180 stakes, but he's nothing to be ashamed of on the other scores.
60.
And the percentage checkouts are almost identical, but it's 13-9 to Taylor, and that 4-leg advantage is beginning, I think, to show.
43.
I think we're just beginning to see the pressure produce the cracks in Barney's game. Arrowheads everywhere.
Dead right, Johnny. But what a career Barney's had since the spring of '06 when he
96.
joined the PDC. 9 dart at Bournemouth. UK Open. Beat Taylor in the '07 World Final with a cracker. 3-0
90.
down, then scored 21 80s, and then beat Taylor in the deciding leg of the match. That's a nice line because he can get 120 more. Overcranked on the line.
97.
But finds the cover nicely. Barney with a lead of 29 plus these. Banging in the trebles for fun.
94.
Well, not all of them are welcome.
And the crowd taking a breath, but crying on Taylor's race to victory. I don't know, it's a possible scenario.
134.
What a venue!
125.
Lenin's tomb meets the Milan Opera House. Here he goes then, this should be easy peasy putting in Piper and John.
105.
Well, it'll hurt Barney again. He's done this to Barney twice on a 105, on a 135, which was quite staggering. Treble 50, treble 19, and now then, treble 18 is a must. No, Barney can breathe again, and Taylor didn't like that. He knows he could have got the treble 18 and tops. He knows Barney can move into double figures himself. 13-10 if he can get the double 10, Sid.
Got to get this double 10.
Game
Yeah.
23rd leg.
Well, going back to that, what you said, Johnny, I bet you were marking in your school teaching days. Taylor, not the sort of people you had to put a little note on saying, see me.
Yeah, you're dead right. 180 lines. I'd have made him right.
140.
I will not fling bat. I will not fling bat. I will not. Here we go then. Here we go then. Taylor finding the red bits with precision. The lies possible to use the barrel. There's now 2 barrel lies to the right.
140.
Fabulous last dot.
Yeah, it was. And predictable. Just beginning to get a touch ragged, Barney. Just
25.
a touch ragged. Could do without that. He's got to break Taylor a couple of times in this match. 3-1 down in breaks of throw. Still only 4 in the entire game. And we're in the 24th leg.
140.
Excellent choice of words by John. Ragged. Needs a double shot rather
97.
desperately there.
Failure
I
required.
thought it was
81.
the first word before the second. Treble 10 would leave double 16. Double 16 for 14-10 to the power.
Game
14-10 to the power it is. And 10 to the power. How many times? Matters not. He's on his way surely to another match play title. 4 ahead, 4 away.
But still, coming there. Like a jet-propelled ice skater. The feet synchronized to The delivery of that mighty arm, honed on a lathe on a factory down a back street in Burslem. And this is the delivery arm of an ex-postman.
100.
You're on. Piracy. Well, I wouldn't say Blackpool's on the high seas, John. I've never seen a wave out there higher than 6 inches.
Oh,
97.
come one January day when I'm doing a football match along the way, Sid, and you'll see the swell in the sea.
I'm the one in the anorak and the 3 scarves and the balaclava. Well, if Pirates had been like that when I was younger, I might have gone on the high seas.
$97. Raymond, you require
Now, Barney ought to win this leg. Well,
There we go then.
62.
There we go. Taylor looking to punch a hole in this. Like a 180. 140. Oh, this is perfect. 180 on the cards. There's now a lie with a second dart that should be in the red bit.
100.
Oh, bad shot.
Raymond, you require
Well, I won't call that
59.
raggedness, but I will say imperfection. And now Barney, double top here for his 11th leg to go back within 3 of Taylor. Gets it.
25th leg. Raymond van Barneveld.
Only been broken once, Phil Taylor. The 20th leg of the match.
60.
And he knows that it's in his hands. How many times have we said that? 105.64, 8 180s, 56% checkout rate,
140.
27 attempts, 15 hits. Brilliant.
Room to the right. Lovely cover shot.
177.
Much needed there.
That's the second time that Barney's gone that way and hit a 177. Did it in the second leg of the match. He may be down on the maximums, but they're as good as.
100.
Well, when I had the feeling about 5 legs ago that Tiller might up the 106 average towards 111, or even 115 he did earlier this week. Not really a top form,
122.
but you know he's not going to buckle. He's not going to dip below 106. So Barney being 102 says it all.
Yes, here we go again. Is this? No, he'll come down. And gets a 177 himself in the same leg that Barney got one. Puts him on 84, leaves him nice and handy. Now Barney, he got a 142 in his opening game. 2 treble 20s, double 11. We almost saw Taylor do it early doors, of course, in this match.
Here we go then. 16-11. 2 12s. Barney real pin red bit. Across the board, the green bit at 6:15. Oh, hates it! Hates it! You think somebody has set his pants on fire? Hates it! One slip. Fat 18. Vital dart at this stage of the game. Tops.
Well, that dart tells me this, that Barney will not fade. Taylor knows it, got huge respect for him. I half expected that to drop, to dip into big 20, but it didn't. He kept his arm straight, his concentration perfect. That one dart said a heck of a lot about Raymond van Barneveld.
Well, since he had a bit of trouble, we won't go in. No.
60.
And he took 2, well, oatcakes and Sid.
Well, I love oatcakes.
Well, what would he put me on as? Sid Pace.
91.
Here we go then. Showing Caliber is Barney. Missing the red bit. Finding the red bit. Left to it. Oh.
95.
Yeah. Just kept that narrowest of hope alive, Barney. We've talked about the surge that great players have, how Barney could do with a magic 10 minutes now. A couple of 11 darters and a 12 darter would put him right back in the match, and you know he's capable of it. He's capable of it. How he could do with one now, perhaps. And then maybe this is the leg. Maybe this is the leg, Sid, where he gets one of those breakbacks he needs.
I like the fact his face is smooth as the white on the billiard table.
99.
There's no sweat. They are both tight up and fit. White will visit this. Great start, great lie. Any way you like, right to left, son. Should have been used better, should have had the lie better.
100.
Only 100.
Well, he's only trailing by 29. He has a golden opportunity. Set it up, Barney. You've got to go for the treble 20. I know it's tough, but you've got to go for it. Leave yourself on that bogey.
Asked to go to the right-hand extreme corner.
60.
Yeah,
Went the right line, but didn't have the dip.
yeah, I meant Shanghai rather than bogey, but he would have left 120. Not out of this leg, Benny, but how he could have done with the treble there. He really had to go for it.
Ooh. Ooh.
100.
Sensational!
35.
Shot of the match! The last 60! What an ask now. Oh. John 20 just lost its legs.
I remember John Part doing a 160 on Taylor in exactly these kind of circumstances, a sort of 16-14 score. He did it and went on. And now then 16 for tops here. Oh, Taylor hits the same part of tops as Barneveld did, and Barneveld double top last leg, and every chance in that one. But it was Taylor who finished in the end, and creeping now ever closer surely to another World Matchplay title.
About 130 average at the end of this third leg. He has now been on a plateau of 106. And to be honest, John, Barney had to push his up to about 108 to live with some of this shooting. And you've got a feeling that maybe the power could push his end average up to about 109.
Yes, it's perfectly possible if the power suddenly finds a surge. And there's a tendency for him to do that often towards the end of a game.
83.
The kind of, if you like, finishing straight final sprint. Not entirely written Barney off yet, but we've just seen one opportunity
95.
go, I feel, in that last leg.
2 trebles required here by the power. That's awful because it blocks the bed, comes for the green bit. Now this shot's impossible. This shot, well, it's gone back up, yeah. There was no way even he could get his
Why would you
hand
require
believe me.
170?
Paul would have left top, so 65 for Barney. Taylor can't check out here. 16-13, more than likely in a mo.
Oh, brilliant! See, pressure all the time, even though he's got a 4-leg advantage. Barney wants the outer bowl. Oh, wrong one. He wanted that 25.
Well, he chose to go that way, and now then, that's Barney.
Mr. Big Seven.
Yeah, I've never, you know, there's nothing wrong with treble 19, double 4. 50 he wants though, Taylor. 18 in fact now, leaves double 16, and Barney will have been punished.
Has to come down the barrel. Again! Third time he has made the dart go sideways. I just, you not.
Sydney, going back to that 65, I don't see any players ever thinking of going treble 19, double 8. Single 19 leaves 46. It really does take a lot of pressure off. There's always a chance you'll hit the ball going for the 25.
Here we go then. with those slim, non-existent flights that led the next door through. Taylor going for his 11th World Matchplay title and going like a ferret up a Trump's trousers.
Well,
100.
it now looks likely to be 18-12.
And the crowd are singing the 1812 overture. Well, wait to say that for 10 years.
There we 180 for Taylor, that's number 9 for him. 11 in the match altogether.
60.
Eric Bristow, his mentor, gave him the darts 20 years ago and then got beat. Singing in Cockney baritone, the party's over. I think you're right, Eric.
57.
Only 57, but 217 between them, and Taylor now still urging himself on. He knows that winning post has yet to be passed. It's no good being within sight of it. You've still got to get there. 1, 2, 4 could do it, Sid.
For the match, and he's 11 title here in Blackpool. And John Gwynn, you think his horse, Gulf Punch, was 3 legs clear if you toxed her.
Treble 20 from Barney. Oh, the first bounce out of the match. The first one I can recall.
80.
The second only. The second I'm told on good authority. 64 for Phil Taylor for an 11th World Matchplay title at the Seaside. Sid?
Fat 16. Double thereof. Green bet.
Game shot.